Hello my beautiful people. So again we've got another massive event taking place, so I just want to say thank you before we start. As always, I want to say thank you so much for all of your continued support, for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, for everything that you guys are doing and creating and making Radiant Reality into. We are eternally grateful for it, and I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you. So you asked and I listened. You guys said that you couldn't hear me in the last video. A lot of you reported sound issues, so I have done something to rectify that, and I hope it makes a difference. So what do I want to say? Well, this is huge, guys. We've got another solar eclipse. As many of you remember, the last solar eclipse was in Leo, and it was a big one. Everyone was talking about it because it was huge and it was total, you know, a total eclipse, and it fell on America and blah, blah, blah. It was huge. And I personally am a Leo rising. And I can tell you that the solar eclipse last year in August happened bang on my ascendant degree. It was very interesting, and I am still now experiencing massive life shifts and changes, which is really exciting, sometimes a little unnerving, but you know, this just goes to show, as far as I believe, that's kind of the nature of eclipses. It's like the universe gives you a toolbox and just says, right, you can unpack this over the next 3 to 6 months, depending on, you know, what area of your chart it falls in, how close it is to your ascendant, descendant, midheaven, imam chilai. You know, it's all about your personal aspect. These readings are always only ever general. That's as close as we can get without narrowing it down to people. And it doesn't matter how good or how much experience you have as an astrologer. You can be accurate, you can be astute, absolutely, for, you know, a large number of people, but you'll never get it specifically right for all people. And that's the whole point of a general. These are a general guide. It's like a blueprint for everybody that you can apply to your own personal situation, but there are going to be things that are tweaked when you look at a personal chart. That's just the nature of it. Okay, so what do we have? We have a solar eclipse. That's the glyph for the sun there. We have a solar eclipse happening. The solar eclipse is happening in the sign of Aquarius, which, as many of you know, is my star sign. I am a star/sun sign Aquarius. So again, I am not going to be able to get away from this one, whether I like to, whether I want to or not. I will be feeling this at a very deep level, I believe. And you know what? I've never been one to shy away from a challenge, so come what may. What does this mean though? What is a solar eclipse? So we've had the lunar eclipse that happened in Leo, the opposite sign of Aquarius over here, and what that kind of brought us was endings. It was the end of one cycle. It was the end of whatever that took place on. I mean, you can watch the lunar eclipse live feed that I did. I'm hoping to do one for the solar eclipse as well, so stay with me. If you go over to the Radiant Reality Facebook page and like it, you will always be able to see my announcements there when I'm going live. I do it as often as possible, and very often you can grab yourself a little one-card reading, you know, for any question. And I try to do as many as I can in an hour, on top of everything else that I do, you know, whether it's astrology or tarot. And that's just for you guys, to give you something back. I can't always reach all of you, and you know, that upsets me just as much as it probably upsets you guys. But I just want to say thank you so much, and you know, do get over there, like the page, so that you can get the alert when I do go live. So yeah, as I said, with the lunar eclipse, that brought us massive endings, and I believe those endings are going to continue. So if you haven't seen that lunar eclipse video, go back and watch it. Go back and watch the pair of them, actually, because on one you'll get a message for your personal sun, moon and ascending signs, and on one of the other videos you will get a rough overview of what the next 3 to 6 months of that lunar eclipse energy will bring you. So this one, like I said, the last one in Leo was about endings. It was about culminations. It was about bringing things to fruition, and it was about closing what I believe was one massive cycle. You know, it was a lunar eclipse for a reason, to bring a finality and an end to the things that needed to be let go and things that you needed to move past. What they are for your personal sign, you'll have to take a look and see. So the solar eclipse, a solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. What is the solar eclipse? The solar eclipse is about beginnings, and you needed the end so that you could start afresh. You needed the end so that you could move forward and do something completely different. You know, it was like a massive clearing of the decks so that you can lay out fresh cards. It was a massive ending of old plans, old outdated modes of thinking, ways of being, all of that. It's like the snake shedding its skin, effectively. That's what it was. You know, all of us in some way, shape or form, or some area of life, were shedding a skin so that we could reveal this brand new person, being, way of life that we want, that we need, that is so vital to keep us moving forward. So the solar eclipse is about beginnings. It's because, you know, the sun is about life, it's about growth, it's your vital energy. And yes, fair enough, it is eclipsed. It's kind of, you know, the light is taken away for a second, but I believe that the eclipses are like a reset button. It gives you that moment to go, you know, it just takes it away so that when it comes back, it's like that thing being born. As I said to you before, you know, we are born out of the womb, and in the womb it's warm, it's dark, it's cuddly, it's cozy, it's safe, it's protective, but it's also a place of pure and potential power. Power there for the shaping as and when you see fit. And with the solar eclipse, that's exactly what it is. You know, the sun is life, the sun is God. The sun was God to all of the old ancient peoples. The sun was the life giver of everything, and its rays used to penetrate the earth and go into it and give the earth warmth, and ta-da, Mother Earth would then, you know, it's lots and lots of parallels with the biology of how human beings are born. So this kind of, to me, says that the solar eclipse is all about the fertilization and the almost like the impregnation of your goal, of your next step, of your next understanding, or your next phase of life. The sun in Aquarius is all about highlighting your groups. It's all about highlighting your tribes. It's all about highlighting who you have around you, who the people are in your immediate environment, why they are so important to you. You know, this talks very much about let me get rid of that for now because it's confusing when I keep seeing it. This is talking about, you know, the world tribe, because Aquarius represents the world tribe itself. It represents the group, it represents the world stage, and with the light being shone on that, it brings a brand new understanding of what it is to be family, what it is to have friends, what it is to be all about your family and friends, what it is to have connections and interactions with other people. We grow by other people, whether it's through adversity, whether it is through love, whether it is through kinship, whether it is through championship, whether it's through challenge, whether it's through competition. We grow by other people. We can only be better for knowing other people. If you are, I mean, look at solitary confinement is used as a punishment in prisons for a reason. When you remove people from an environment where they have interactions with other people, if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, one of the basic needs that we need at a human, instinctual and even animal level to survive, to be considered alive, happy and healthy, is interaction with other beings. You know, whether that's, you know, other humans, whether it's for some people that are really lonely, getting a pet, having a pet, their pet is their family. It's about having that interaction with another being. And there is something about all of those connections with other things, with other people. You know, for some people it's even plants. I know a lot of friends of mine, actually, the deeply spiritual ones, like plants and animals more than they like people. And I myself have, you know, had periods of that kind of experience of life myself. But what I'm trying to say is Aquarius is all about the world stage. It's about interaction. It's about humanitarianism. It's about our interaction with the people of the world. It's about our interaction with friends, family, you know, big one for me. Many of you that really know me, for those of you that are, you know, my friends and family, know that a lot of my friends have become my family over the years. You know, that's been a real part of, and your friends are the family that you can choose, as the saying goes, and that's really, really important, especially to anybody that's got an emphasis of Aquarius in their chart. We are the armchair psychologist of the zodiac, but we are also the you know, we're like the protector of the zodiac, and in the, you know, we're the protector in the sense that we are that friend, that person that you can always go to. And this solar eclipse happening in this sign is going to start to bring that out of everybody. Whatever your sign is, it's going to give you that chance to really delve into your interactions with people, who your tribe is, what you consider your tribe to be, what you consider your part of the tribe that you are in, how that has shaped you and how it might need to change. For some of you, this is going to be finding a new tribe, or more importantly for some of you, finding the tribe, the first tribe that you feel a part of. For some of you, it might even be about moving away from a family tribe and finding one that you adopt, or adopts you in, like, you know, in not contrast, in tandem. That's the word that I was looking for there. But yeah, this is going to be a time of beginnings. I think on the world stage, we're going to start to, and I said this in the numerology video, if you check it out, because this year is 2018 is an 11 year in terms of numerology. And this is going to be about your integrity. This is going to be about doing things for the sake of the whole, making sure that knowledge that is hidden, that is beneficial for all people, comes forward, comes to light. You know, this is a solar eclipse happening in the sign of Aquarius. This means that things that are beneficial for the whole, the greater good, the purer aspects of everything happening, so that all people may flourish, that all people may prosper. These are going to be the sort of things that start to take place on the world stage now. Certainly over the next 6 months, you will see people, nations, governments starting to be questioned on, why are you not doing the best for the people? We put you where you are to take care of us, and now we are expecting you to do that. Honesty, integrity, truth, often even as well naivety. I hate to admit it, but sometimes Aquarians can be quite gullible. Not always, don't get me wrong, we're very intelligent, we're very astute, and we're very quick and clever, and, you know, able to bounce back. But we have this innate ability to want to believe and perceive the best of all people. And sometimes that makes us override what we know is actually the true nature of a person or a situation. Hence, you know, the naivety tagline. But it's about truth, it's about trust, it's about honesty, it's about openness, it's about being friends, it's about being family, it's about being supportive of each other. And that's what this solar eclipse is going to highlight for everybody. It's a brand new beginning, it's a brand new time to find the right people in the right places that are going to support you to get to where it is that you want to be. And this is for everybody, whatever your sign is. Messages for each sign to follow. So the other part about this as well, Aquarius, or the house of Aquarius, the 11th house, is also to do with your goals, your ambitions, your dreams, the things that you hope for. What is a dream? A dream is a hope. A dream is a hope that you want to manifest. What does the star card that represents Aquarius in the tarot, what's one of the biggest taglines for that card? It's hope. It's all about hope. It's all about the ability to hope for something. You know, I remember hearing once, hope is the substance of things craved for that have never been seen. Or you know, I'm paraphrasing anyway, but what a beautiful way to intuit what human beings are capable of, or, you know. And this is one of the things, when somebody says to you, I've got a dream to do this, you can't help but sort of start to think of scenarios of how you want to help that person achieve that goal. That's going to happen for all of us. And that puts us all, you know, in whatever sign or place or that we live in or whatever, it puts the world in a better stead to start to really come together and learn to understand what it means to really support each other to achieve our hopes, dreams and goals. The solar eclipse, you know, it's only going to be a partial solar eclipse. It's not going to be a total one, but it's going to be a solar eclipse nonetheless. And I think it's going to be really important for all people. So Stay tuned, have an amazing time. I personally, as a signing off note, over the lunar eclipse that happened in Leo, this one, I mean the last ones that happened last year, which was in Aquarius, wasn't so heavy for me. You know, I felt it, but not so much as the solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse that's just gone, that happened in Leo, just wiped me out. It took me 3 days of just resting. You know, I remember one day I completely conked out. I think I might have been out for like 8 hours. If you experience that, go with it. Don't fight it. Don't push past it. Give your body and your psyche and your soul what it needs. You know, they give you those pointers. If you just keep falling asleep, or you can't do something, or you haven't got the energy for it, listen to your body, listen to your soul. They know what they need, and they will give you prompts to do so. If that's not possible, take it easy. And once you finish work, once you finish your responsibilities, do take that moment just to have some downtime, because it's not just about resting, it's also about cleansing. Okay, so that is your solar eclipse video. Messages for all signs to follow. I wish you all an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance itself. I can't wait to see what your comments are, and share your stories. You know, let me know how this affected you. I can't always get back to you because, as many of you know, I also have a full-time job on top of this. So I'm a very, very busy guy. But I love the fact that you guys comment. I love that you share your stories. I love it when you question me, when you challenge me. You know, that's just as much. We grow by our interactions with other people. It keeps me guessing, it keeps me going, it keeps me on my toes, but it also lets me know that what I am doing is for the greatest good of all people, and it's well received, and I'm so, so grateful for that. Love and light.